Hey guys, it's the Recliner Nerd here. This is for Dallas Sports Nation Media. And all this is just letting you know what I did, so it's something that you guys can do. Wanted to put it on here uh, for you guys. So here's the deal. So I went to Frisco. I've been out to Frisco a couple of times, and now I'm going to the Ranger game tonight. So the media has a media room. In Frisco, it's a very small one. There's a table, but you have plugs where you can plug in your laptop, bring your laptop. If you've got one, bring it. They'll have a Wi-Fi password and all of that. In Frisco, they do. I have no doubt they're going to have that at the ballpark. But this is my thing. So let me show it to you real quick and show you what I've got. So I've got a computer bag, and I've got a computer in there. I've got the charger. I've got my cell phone charger, stuff like that. I've got a little notepad here to keep any notes. Plus, they're going to give you a scorecard to keep score if you want to keep score. So you'll have game notes. They usually at Frisco, they have these little cubbies. You can go in and get game notes, tell you about certain people you're going to see that day. I'm sure the Rangers are going to have something like that. I don't like backpacks. That's why I have this bag. But a lot of guys use backpacks that they carry with them. So for JC especially, I know Chris, you've kind of been in it, but JC, this will be new for you. I'd get you a little backpack or some sort of computer bag and carry it with you to have with you. So if you want to sit down, you can take notes on your computer, do whatever you want, and then you'll be able to just, have that with you, and we're media, so we're supposed to be there and have those notes and stuff to do. I have a microphone for my iPhone, and I bought it. It's like $150. It is not necessary. I do it because I do the podcast, and I wanted to be able to do an interview without all the. It takes away all the surroundings. Your iPhone actually has a microphone on it that's not bad. I've done some of that too if there's no one around, especially. But you can get tape on it. You don't have to run out and buy what I buy. But I do the podcast, so I kind of wanted to do it that way. But I wanted y'all to know that, so that if you were wondering what to bring, that way when you show up, you have something, you at least have something to write notes on and do that. There weren't a lot of press at the Frisco games. There was me and a guy from Chris Will's Clubhouse Chatter, and then a couple guys from Baseball Perspective, but they just walked around the stadium. They had notepads. They didn't even have microphones or anything. They weren't doing interviews. They're just taking notes for Baseball Perspectives. We're going to have a lot of guys here. All the beat writers are going to be at the Ranger game. You're going to have all the media guys. You'll probably see CJ and them running around there. So I wanted to make sure we have our stuff. I've already contacted CJ. I had him on the podcast. He's told me to find him and come say hi and introduce myself. So when you meet people, you're from Dallas Sports Nation and all of that. But this is going to be great and fun. And hopefully, I noticed that there's guys that cover the Mavericks and the Cowboys. If we start getting these media passes, you guys hopefully can get into those. For me, this is a passion. For you guys to do those other sports, this may help. But I don't know if Ricky, if you wanted to put this out to anybody anywhere else that's doing it, this is the way I've done it. I wrote for a newspaper in high school 34 years ago. So, we didn't have this technology, but it's what I brought, and I seem to fit right in with everybody. And I just wanted to do this and have you guys have this so that you can, maybe see if somebody gets a credential, kind of what. And, I know that the FC Dallas guy got credentials. So I don't know what he brings out there to that. But you can do interviews on your cell phone, and you don't even have to ask questions. If you'll just sit there and catch the other people's questions and get the tape, that's so important. And for you guys that know that I do the podcast, if y'all are there to get some tape, y'all can just download it and send it to me, and I'll put it in the podcast and have it in there. And it's the Dallas Sports Nation's Ranger Nation podcast. We're all a team, and I'll get it all in there for that, and that'll be big help, so that I don't have to be there all the time, because we're all family people. We can't go to every game and do this. So anyway, this was my fun little video. I hope it worked. You guys let me know any feedback you think.